Alright, the after show has started. Ladies and gentlemen, free format is now in effect. Now, obviously, before I unmuted the output for OBS, I had to make a rule number 6. I will read that out verbatim to you. Rule 6, this is not a TCR or TGS server. TCR or TGS being True Capos Radio and The Ghost Show. So let me reiterate again. This is not a TCR/TGS server. Though we accept all viewpoints, these rules have to be adhered to in the conversation, referring to the previous 5 and any others I may make below. Spoilers, if you feel like talking about your host, the hambone they call Ghost, don't do it here on Forum 40. Please remain on topic of the conversation at hand. Now, during the after show, we may allow you to preview your splice, just as long as it, fulfills some clear guidelines, which will be outlined in future programs and may possibly be added to as time goes on. Alright, now we're having this after show to give others a chance to join in on the conversation. For those that completely missed the conversation, we're going to allow you to join in at a later time. Now, I do want to say that this week's Forum 40 went off the rails. And what can I expect by now? I mean, what can I expect? It's the Warp of Warfnik and the Tulunacy Chronicles. And the Tulunacy Chronicles. Alright. I'm getting a bit sleepy, so I don't know if we'll have to make this after show short. I don't know if we'll have to make this after show short. I don't know if we'll have to make the after show a bit short due to my tiredness. Welcome to the conversation. I know. Well, this is the after show now, so free format. I mean, I take it you didn't like the last 20 minutes of our... I take it you didn't like the last 20 minutes of our show. You were more concerned about the commercials. So your attention was like D-Class Kitty's conversation. It went everywhere. I asked him about backwards compatibility. He went all over the place. He talked about Bethesda. He talked about TCR. He talked about Ghost, the Ghost Show. He talked about everything but backwards compatibility. Hold on. I forgot to. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot to unmute desktop audio for OBS.
No, it's it wasn't that. It was just my attention has been everywhere today.
Well,
Because with family, I can't pay it. I can't really talk when they're around, and da 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 da.
oh yeah, I know how that feels. Well, mostly not with family, but with people in the house I don't consider family.
Hmm. Yeah. Otherwise, no, it was pretty interesting. Although the commercials just reminded me, of video game commercials. How they've changed, how everything, how they, how you brand video games and all that, or not, or how you don't brand them properly. All that.
Did you check out that Fist of the North Star preview we had to edit?
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, we actually edited the end of it and put our own overlay on it, saying Thursdays at 7:30 only on TV 40. Which, by the way, the two times that happened, it was done live.
Oh, cool.
I literally had to say it I literally had to say it on air as it cut through. I sure have a pre-recorded copy somewhere, but I didn't bother to. I didn't bother to transfer it to the laptop and put it in. And I'm sure there'll be many others on the way. And I like to give a shout out to people that have uploaded those commercials to YouTube.
Cool.
Even though they may never see this.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I never did put up that disclaimer video, did I? Let me bring it up and mute the desktop audio for a bit. Otherwise, it'll be double the volume. WTXN TV 40 considers the airing of these classic commercials from the past to be of fair use. WTXN TV 40 would also like to thank the original uploaders of these commercials for keeping television's past alive. Commercials aired live on the stream are not carried over to the replay. Replays are uploaded to YouTube at around 11 p.m. Eastern. Oh, sure. I mean, suddenly going quiet when people walk around the house. We did a few streams over the past few days this week. Tested an overlay for Sports Center 40, in case people here missed it. Now, hopefully the one thing I want to bring in to this fictional station, because we don't have a call sign license or anything of that sort of nature yet. But I think the first thing I'd want to bring in would be a sponsor. It would have to be a local, reputable business or something. But, hey, as long as I get to keep doing these shows, I'm happy. Anyways, alright, we'll see you in a bit, and I'll see all of you in a bit. I gotta go get some water. I gotta go get some water. Alright, I'm coming back in. Everyone is... This camera overexposes. And we've got a newcomer to the conversation, a username Kid Cat. We're going to take a bit of this water and we'll continue the conversation. I am not going to wait 20 days for an HDMI cable.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Is everyone here? Can
Yeah, I'm
I...
back. Just had to put away laundry.
Hold on, let me get my earphones in. Alright, we're all back. Are there any topics you'd like to bring up for the after show this week?
I don't know. I really don't know. Do you have any topics that you have any interest in talking about?
Yes, the one that got derailed. Backwards compatibility.
Well, like I said before, I have a feeling the reason backwards compatibility is kind of... Because you have to remember, PS2 made backwards compatibility such a big thing about its release, and now, as you said before, PS3 and PS4 and PS5 seem like they're kind of pushing it less and less. And like I said before, I think that's a lot of it is because they want you to rebuy a lot of this stuff on eShop. The double dip, as it were. It's not a conspiracy. I mean, it's kind of smart business.
Double dip.
Yeah, so that's at least my viewpoint on it. I mean, it irritates me a lot, but I can kind of understand it. They don't want to give too much. At least that's my viewpoint.
As you know, it was Sega who unintentionally and originally started the trend with the Sega Mark III. And that was backwards compatible with the SG-1000 and its games. Probably because they use the same exact processor. And then those would be backwards compatible over here.
Yeah, And it's just, I wish PS5 would be more backwards compatible, but yeah, I guess I can understand why.
I mean, they're not going to be able to, be truly backwards compatible without a little money here, little money there. Are you all right? Anyways, after that, then they made Mark III 2.0 the Master System. With the FM sound chip built in. That was backwards compatible with Mark III, same hardware, with just a few enhancements. And that's also backwards compatible with SG-1000. Then we have the Genesis, backwards compatible with the last three, thanks to the Master System converter. Now, I think they finally dropped the ball with their 32X add-on, which was only backwards compatible with the Sega Genesis up to a certain extent, but could not play any Master System games.
Well, they dropped the ball with the 32X anyway, so.
The generation after that, the 32, 64-bit generation, no backwards compatibility for any of the competition.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 1 was, first console, but, if the deal had gone through and Sony not be
Yeah.
because it was ultimately the clause that they get complete and total control over everything that caused this deal to fall through. Maybe if they didn't have that little itty bitty clause in there, it might have gone through, might have been backwards compatible with Super Nintendo, but no, and it isn't. But then there's the Nintendo 64, not backwards compatible at all.
Well, yeah, obviously, because, 64 is,
Sega Saturn,
the way it's built, I mean.
Sega Saturn, not compatible with Genesis or 32X.
Excuse me.
You're alright. And then you have the PS2, GameCube, Xbox, Dreamcast. Only PS2 was backwards compatible and the rest were not. But then came the generation of backwards compatibility. With the Wii to the GameCube, early PS3s to PS2 and PS1, the 360s to the original Xbox. Because in later models, right after about 2008, they gutted backwards compatibility. The PS3 had the compatibility removed, so now you're going to have to get the $599 US model just to get it.
Yeah, that was,
Also another derailment of the conversation. was that D-Class Kitty posted a picture in the server earlier, which I honestly hope you didn't see, but,
No.
I told him that he had to post that somewhere else. Alright. I wasn't going to allow pictures like that in the Game Center 40 server.
Yeah. Understandable.
But it's basically based on a meme that, admittedly, I do find very funny.
Should we close all the door?
Yeah.
Oh, hello there.
Why, thank you.
And we're muted again. Anyways, continuing on the tangent, the late PS3s were nothing compared to the early ones, especially in terms of backwards compatibility, and they all just and Sony eventually just started being money grubbing. And then we arrive at the next generation with 4 consoles once again, 2 from Nintendo, 1 being a failure. Wii U, backwards compatible with Wii, which in turn backwards compatible with GameCube. There we go. PS4, not really backwards compatible with PS3. And then we have the Xbox One, which is really not compatible with 360 or the original Xbox One, which is known as just the Xbox. Now they have to say Xbox Original because, well, I think, yeah, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Xbox One, which now takes back the first generation to Xbox Original. And this upcoming generation, the PS5 and Series X, the thing is, how are they going to do it?
Yeah. Well, I know Xbox Series X is trying to go full backwards compatible, but who knows how that'll do with the price.
I am going to guess, and do not quote me on this one, but I'm going to guess it's going to be $999 US. As for the PS5, well, I don't think they want to reveal their full prices for fear that the other is just going to undercut them. So, here's what I think. They're both going to be $999 US, thus making the Switch a more affordable option. Because with all that hardware, obviously you're going to have to recreate some chips. Or there is another route that I explained last week.
You mean
And
the
that emulation.
yeah.
And, you know, Xbox could just go with their chips, and Sony could just go with the emulation, but they'll have to go and test every single game ever produced for all 4 generations of PlayStation. As for Microsoft, they could just go and have their chips remade, because Microsoft can do that. Is that, was that a USB being unplugged from your computer, or was it mine?
I think it was yours, because mine's still plugged in.
Weird, because I didn't unplug anything either. Then again, the computer just likes to act like, oh hey, something's been unplugged. Even though nothing has been unplugged. I see we have no further opinions on the topic of backwards compatibility.
I don't know what else to say about it, I'm sorry.
Alright, so do we have any other topics you want to talk about?
I really don't know. I don't really know anything too much with video game topics, sadly. Let me think. I'm blanking, I'm sorry. Trying to think of a good one, but I'm blanking.
I'm blanking here too.
Yeah, there's not much I can think. I was trying to think of something related to video games in quarantine, but I can't think of a topic that's good enough for it. Sadly.
Well, here's something that's a bit unorthodox, but it needs to be said. Can you guess what today is?
What today is, other than First Contact Day? I don't know. I really don't know.
Look up Toei Tokusatsu on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I've got that watching. I'm watching it right now. I am watching it right now. I've got National Kid on, which is fascinating because it's a very early tokusatsu. It's 1960. I think it was the third, or yeah, maybe it was the third series Toei did on its TV stations, and it's not bad. I mean, the flying effects are really good for the time. It's got a decent, nice little serial story. It's not bad. But yeah, looking at the list, it's amazing amount of stuff. You're gonna watch.
Yeah, I mean, the whole right now, their channel, about 2 or 3 hours in, really looks like a YouTube channel that's been there for years with the amount of videos
Oh,
up
yeah.
there right now.
And there'll be more as the weeks and months go by.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping that this isn't their full library. In fact, I know it looks
No,
like
it's not going to be
that.
the full library. They're going to be adding more.
I mean once 52 weeks pass by. I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, we hope that. I mean, kind of hoping they'll have some content beyond 2020, like.
Do you mean like brand new?
Well, not just brand new, but brand old.
Yeah, there'll be more. That's what they've said. There'll be more.
No, I mean after the 52-week period, because that's how long most of the series, I assume, go for.
Oh yeah, there'll be more. They've said that. They've said that. There's more.
Better keep to that. Well, Phil, you better keep up to that. Better keep up to that commitment after 52 weeks. Never heard of God Sigma before. And this definitely should have been released here in America, and it should have been called The Winning Inspector.
What'd you say? Could you say that again?
The Winning Inspector.
Which one?
The Winning Inspector. Winspector.
Oh, yes, that one. That one, yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I know that series. A lot of them are pretty good choices, though. But yeah, I just noticed this morning and already diving into it.
Well, they don't have they don't have playlists prepared yet for the individual series. That's almost sad, in a way.
No?
But maybe in the coming weeks.
That'll be. Yeah, just keep an eye out.
I will. You know, I read that Brazil got National Kid. Do you think they called it Panasonic Kid over there?
No, it was still called National Kid. Very popular over there. Because keep in mind, it's named after National Pharmaceuticals. That was the sponsor of the show.
Part of Panasonic, I'm afraid. National Matsushita, Panasonic. Probably should have been brought here and named Panasonic Kid.
I don't think it would have been popular here, unfortunately, sadly.
Yeah, you're right. They'd probably have to remove all the. They'd probably have to remove all the in-show advertising. Oh, wait a minute. No, that wasn't a rule yet.
Nope.
That completely was not a rule yet. That became a rule. That became a rule later.
Yeah.
In the 90s. Pettington. Never heard of it.
There's a lot of obscure stuff in this.
And they uploaded episode 2 before episode 1. I mean, there is a feature called Premiere the Show. I'm guessing they were just scanning these in whatever format, and just uploading them at a breakneck pace. And you know, I applaud the team behind that for doing that, whoever they may be.
Yeah,
Like, it will definitely prove that not all iconic shows in the 80s were American. Not all iconic shows were Knight Rider and Golden People and whatever other show that I cannot what were those shows again? But
which one?
no, that's what I described it as. Whatever show it was.
Oh.
Hold on, let me look up something first. Because I want to make sure of something first. Let's see. Metal Hero. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Look.
Robotac is on there.
Oh dear. Yes.
The reason I said oh boy is because this let me read it. Because I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that it has never gotten a re-release since its airing.
Because it's, to put it loudly, crap.
Oh, this is the first time it's been,
Yep.
re-released. This is the first time since its broadcast that it's being shown. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, it was, put it mildly, it killed the Metal Hero franchise.
It killed Metal Hero, but it killed the Metal Heroes, but it brought in the cute-looking robots.
Yeah, and then it, well, it didn't last as a thing.
There's 3/4 of a year. There's 3/4 of a year count.
No.
No, wait, no, that's not. That's not even 3/4. That's not three. That's more than 3/4. But yeah, they got it on theirs, and this would make it the first time since its television airing that it's essentially been re-released.
Yep.
And the same would probably go for a few other series that's being shown on here.
Oh.
Let me read off some names to you. Magical Girl Chukana Ipanema. No, I mean, has that gotten a re-release?
Nope. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, honestly.
Okay. Utao Dairu Gujo.
Half the stuff I really don't know if it's gotten re-released or not. It's probably gotten some Blu-ray release or DVD release at least. I don't know.
Bycrosser.
Yes.
The Kage Star.
Yes.
That's gotten a re-release?
Yeah.
Let's see there. Eight Chan?
I don't know that one. I really don't.
What about Robot Detective?
Yes.
And that's what they're calling it. So,
That's the right name. That's what it's called.
I thought there was another name after detective.
K, but that's not in the actual title. It's in the song.
All right. What about Robot 110 Band?
I don't know.
Am I reading this right? Soul Brain?
Yes. That's been re-released.
Here's another probably weird title. Guy Slugger.
I think so. I don't know.
All right. Well, I think those are just a smattering of the listings that Toei Tokusatsu has on their channel,
Oh yes.
of which they have either 1 or 2 episodes of up right now. Let's see here. Do we have any other topics to talk about for Forum 40?
I don't have any, sadly.
Alright. I see that Kid Cat's been sitting there a while. Do you have anything to contribute to this conversation? Okay, he obviously does not. So I think we're gonna end it here for this week.
Okay.
Hold on, because you don't get off until we're off the air.
Okay.
That's gonna be it for this week. I haven't decided on a topic for next week, so it could come to me as little as early as tonight, and as late as Saturday night. Maybe as late as the morning of. But I've recently started rule number 6 for those that have derailed the conversation. Anyways, the topic next week is currently undecided, and I would like to thank you for tuning in and selecting this video on YouTube. As for everyone else, well, hold on, because I gotta edit this text to say alright, there we go. This has been the WTXN Games Forum 40 After Show, and we will be cutting out in 5, 4, 3,